Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna talk about the best golden visas in Europe. And here are the topics we're going to cover in this video. Firstly, we're going to start answering the question, what is a golden visa? Then we're going to talk about different categories of golden visas and which one I consider the best currently in Europe for each one of them. And here are the categories. We're going to start with real estate investors, real estate golden visas in different countries of Europe, the best golden visa for a fund investment, followed by the best golden visa for depositing money in a bank. Moving on to the best golden visa if your ultimate goal is to apply for permanent residency and citizenship in the future. And to end the video, we're going to talk about the advantages of having a golden visa, and finally an alternative to the golden visa if you don't want to invest a significant amount of money and live in Europe. And before we start the usual talk, you already know it. If you want to travel, move or invest abroad, hit the like button, check our other videos, book a consultation call with me, the link is in the description. And most importantly, subscribe. Let's start. We will start the video just briefly explaining what a golden visa is. A golden visa is any type of visa that allows the holder to come and go unrestrictedly from the country where he holds it. In almost all cases, the official name is not actually golden visa, but usually something like investor's visa, although the name may slightly change from country to country. Within the golden visa, you can apply for a range of different investments. So you don't actually have to always buy a property, for example, to get a golden visa. I will just list what are, in my opinion, the current best golden visa programs available in Europe. That is, inside the European Union and also in Europe, but in countries which are not part of the European Union. Of course, for every individual case, the best golden visa might be or might not be in this list, depending on your situation and goals. Let's start our list with the golden visa, which I consider the best one in Europe for real estate investors. This is the most popular category of golden visas currently in Europe, and many countries offer them. Actually, I will mention two options for real estate investors, one inside the European Union and the other outside of it. The option inside the European Union is Malta. In Malta, if you buy a property from 300 to 350,000 euros, depending on which part of the island, plus fees, you can actually get permanent residency in just a few months. If we compare it with places like Portugal or Spain, in which you need to invest a similar amount or even more to get a temporary residence permit, Malta definitely has an edge. Apart from that, the population in Malta is growing steadily, and the real estate market benefits from that. The option outside the European Union which I would like to present is Georgia. In Georgia, if you invest in real estate more than 100,000 US dollars, you are eligible for temporary residency. Georgia has a lot of advantages, such as a low cost of living and a territorial tax system. The second option we will discuss for getting a golden visa in Europe is getting it by investing in a fund. The advantage of investing in a fund is that you will be actually able to earn some money and get a golden visa on top of that. However, it also comes with a disadvantage. If the fund is poorly managed or if an economic crisis happens, this can impact the fund's performance, and your capital invested might actually decrease. In this category, I think the best option is still Portugal, even though the fund minimum investment got higher in 2022. The reason why Portugal is a great option is based on two factors. Portugal is one of the best countries in the European Union in terms of quality of life, and the other factor is that the most popular option in the country, which was investing in real estate, now is severely restricted to low-density areas. So, if you want to move to Portugal, spend the minimum time in the country every year and still build your way towards permanent residency, this type of investment in a fund is the best in the country, in my humble opinion. If you want to get a golden visa, however, but you don't want actually to invest in a fund or buy a property, there are actually a few countries in the continent that allow you to get a golden visa without having to pick an investment with some level of risk. In a few countries, just by parking money in the bank, you can actually get a golden visa. In this category, in my opinion, the best option is Latvia. In Latvia, you can get a residence permit by investing 280,000 euros in a local bank, plus government fees. It goes without saying that putting money in the bank is a much quicker and less bureaucratic process than buying a house in a foreign country. Latvia is also part of the EU and the Schengen area, so you can travel freely in the bloc as long as you keep your investment in a Latvian bank. Now we're going to talk about a golden visa if your goal is permanent residency and citizenship. And once again in this video, Malta has an edge. The same program I have mentioned for real estate investors is also the best, in my opinion, to get permanent residency in a swift manner. By investing roughly 350,000 euros plus fees in a property in Malta, you can get permanent residency in the country in just a few months. Malta is a full EU member as well as a member of the Schengen area. It offers the cheapest and fastest programs to acquire permanent residency among all EU members, which are also part of the Schengen area. Later down the road, you can also acquire Maltese citizenship, although this will involve staying more time in Malta. Now we're going to talk about getting a golden visa if your goal is to reduce your tax bill. In terms of tax optimization within the EU, the best golden visa would be the one in Cyprus. In Cyprus, with an investment of 300,000 euros, which can be invested in real estate, shares of a local company, or some types of funds, you can get a residence permit. Cyprus has a non-domiciled status for some foreigners that reside in the country and offers huge advantages in terms of taxation of income earned outside Cyprus. For that reason, the country is one of the best options if you want to live in Europe, get a golden visa and pay very low income tax rates at a personal level. Other programs to consider, which have interesting advantages in terms of taxes, are those in Georgia and Bulgaria. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about the advantages of the golden visa. The first advantage is that it is usually a fast-tracked process. So if you apply for a residence permit, an ordinary one, it will usually take much longer than getting a golden visa. The second advantage is that it usually has a very low minimum stay and in some cases no minimum stay at all. In most cases, in most countries, if you get a residence permit, you actually have to stay in the country for at least 6 months a year. But if you have a golden visa, you can come and go just as you please. If you want to stay maybe 1 day a year or a month a year or every day of the year, this is usually possible. In some other cases, the golden visa requires you to stay actually a little bit of time in the country, which is the case of Portugal, for example, but it is nothing compared to actually stay 6 months in the country. In Portugal, you have to stay something like a week or 2 weeks per year in the country. Third advantage of the golden visa is independence. If you don't want to run a business or if you don't want to, for example, have a job, the golden visa is an excellent option. You will be totally independent in regards to coming and staying in the country and going as you please. You will not have to run a company or having the minimum stay requirement. You will be totally independent to be in the country where you have the golden visa without any unwanted commitment. And the last advantage is that oftentimes it leads to citizenship. So you can get your golden visa and build your path towards citizenship, although that's not the case in all countries, and in many cases to get citizenship you will actually have to stay and live in the country. And now we come to the last part of the video. We're going to talk about alternatives to the golden visa. So let's say you still want to move to Europe to start a business or as a digital nomad and even as a retiree, but you do not want to invest a significant amount of money in one of the golden visa schemes. The easiest way to move to Europe independently without a golden visa is finding a country that offers you a residence permit for your category. Let's say if you're a retiree or a business owner and apply to reside in the country using this type of residence permit. Surely, there are many disadvantages when compared to the golden visa, such as a longer processing time, no fast track, as well as the need to actually reside in the destination country most of the time. But on the other hand, you have the right to live in the country where you want to spend time in with a much less significant investment. And that's it for today's video. Now the usual gibberish to finish the video. If you want to travel, move, or invest abroad, hit the like button, check our other videos, book a consultation call with me, the link is in the description. Let's plan your immigration strategy together. And most importantly, subscribe. See you next time.